these lines. Let's edit some of these things. So I'm going to take this one, I will copy it over somewhere. So I have this line, I want to make it into half the size or cut it up. You can go ahead and do this do the select tool and grab the end and try to make it smaller and such. Okay. Or Control Z. I could go to the eraser tool, which is, I think, this one down here, 5th tool down on the B column. If I select this tool, I should be able to cut this thing up. Please note that up here it will say how many points this thing should be, or the width of this thing. So now I can create a line and then cut it up kind of manually and get this thing, get a line, dash line and stuff up there. The disadvantage of that is that these are all separate line sections now. So if you wanted to cut it up, that'll be great. If you didn't, may not be so great. Okay, so you could make these line type as a line type in dash, or you could start cutting up line segments so that you create different lines. Okay, another way to cut up a line segment might be to select another line, use the scissor tool. Where's the scissor tool? It is right under the erase tool. If you select that scissor tool and click on a point, that should separate, the two line segments up. Okay. If you had a rectangle, so one rectangle here, and if you had another rectangle, you might be able to use some of these intersecting points using the scissor tool to cut up said area. Okay, so if I select this one, note that that's all cut up and this one is cut up. Okay, now I've used the intersection point if I wanted to know exactly where I'm going to cut this thing. You don't have to, you could just willy-nilly cut anywhere. Okay, since I drew this box afterwards, right? I drew this box on top of this one. Remember in the layer tools it says which element or which object is on top of each other. It only really selected the line path that is on top. Okay, so if we wanted to select this one using that intersection, we would have to move this thing. So select the object and right click and then arrange to bring to front, or to find that object in your layer palette and then bring it up manually by click and dragging. Okay, so you're not stuck with just the lines that you have. You can manipulate these things up a little bit more.